If you struggle to understand the song Любовь, уставших, лебедей, you are not alone. There are 4 reasons why this song is so hard to follow, even if you got translation or even if you're a native speaker. There are many abrupt thoughts and unfinished sentences. Ideas just interrupt each other and it's harder to follow the storyline. There are few clear rhymes in the text. When you look up words on the internet, you will notice that it doesn't have periods. It has commas, but it doesn't have periods, which makes those abrupt thoughts even more confusing. They're not, guys. I did my best to put together all the pieces, and it's worth it. So the words for the song was written by billionaire Mikhail Gutseriev, and the music was written by Igor Krutoy. We're not judging creators. We are trying to understand the character portrayed here, his feelings, and his possible life choices. We can separate this song into 3 parts. The first one, they're about to break up. She is about to leave him, and he is asking her to stay because he has love and all those feelings. That will be the first part. And then the second part will be chorus, when they actually break up and she walks away. The third one, she already left. Okay, and he just experiences this pain of loss and wishes her to come back. First 4 lines. Let's dive in. Посмотри мне в глаза. Look. Well, basically to me, because it is in case. It's in dative case, in eyes. That's literally what he says. He doesn't say, look into my eyes, because then it will be посмотри в мои глаза. Yeah, it's hard to rhyme, so it makes sense. As you notice here, we have the word посмотри. And that is an interesting word because it's a command verb. And these lyrics are full of command verbs. And I will point them out for you. And when we continue saying ты прости мне, я сожалею. You forgive, again, dative case. So to me, I regret. And it's interesting, it doesn't really say forgive me, it says forgive something to me. Usually you will continue and you will clarify what you want this person to forgive. And прости will be another command verb. So he's asking her to forgive him something. We don't know exactly what. Я люблю тебя. You probably heard this quite some time. I love you. Я люблю тебя. Life, жизнь, life. Жизнь моя без тепла. I think that's a phrase. It doesn't have a comma, it doesn't have a dot, and according to how it lays in music, it sounds like it is another one abrupt little thought. Life, my, without, без means without. Тепла, warmth. Okay, when you see preposition без, this one, I will use different color. So here, it always will require genitive case after that. So as you can see here, без тепла is in genitive case. Я тобой болею. You are like illness for me, like love, sick. You make me love sick. You use болеть to be sick, and then you will clarify like what kind of sickness you have. Like you would say, я болею гриппом. I have a flu. Я болею гриппом. And here he says, я болею тобой. So, when you say я болею, that's one of those exceptional verbs that don't require accusative case, but it requires a special case in this. And here you will use instrumental case. So far we got character A and character B. So what do we know about character A? He did something serious because character B wants to leave. His beloved one, she wants to leave. It was probably something big like an affair or abuse, something serious, because not that many things will make another person just like pack and leave and don't talk, because that's what we will observe later. So I will assume that it is something serious. He's asking her to look into his eyes. So what do we know when person doesn't look? That she's trying to protect herself, she doesn't want to connect. And we know that he still loves her, at least he says so. I don't know if his actions really illustrate that he loves her, but that's what he's saying. He's just trying to get her back. Удержать не смогли. Мы устали. Нам очень трудно. Удержать is an interesting verb. So it is a perfective verb, and because it has this prefix, it indicates that something that you're holding, it might have like some sort of power pulling in opposite direction, so you really need to hold on it, or it could be just very heavy and you need to hold something heavy and eventually you just drop it because it's too heavy. Hold on. So basically не is negative particles, so it says not good, and this indicates that he's talking about them, so we couldn't hold on it. Мы устали. Мы means me, tired, we tired. I know it's not accurate English, but that's literal Russian. To us, very difficult or hard. Мы устали is a pretty useful phrase to use in your language acquisition. Мы устали, я устал, if you're a male. Я устала, if you're a female. I completely alone. Whoops. Alone. No, just put commas so you can see where it is. You understand. So пойми will be one of those commands as well. So please understand me. That's what he's asking. Without love. Oh, see, that's the same one. So любви in genitive case. And this is a good example of double negative. Russian uses double negative to indicate that it is negative. So nothing, not needed. Without love, nothing is needed. I don't need anything without love. Character A does a very interesting thing. So right here, I'm not judging, but he doesn't really take responsibility for his actions because he did something big that makes her to leave him. But he says that it's like kind of our fault that we couldn't hold on in it. Like it's not like me who caused this breakup. Of course, we don't know exactly what happened before. We can just think about it. But here's an interesting example that he doesn't take responsibility for it. So you can judge the quality of those relationships. And then he paints the picture of those perfect swans. And that is a big thing actually, because in Russian culture, swans are the big symbol of love. Russian weddings right now are more European. But before that, swans were in decorations everywhere. So swans are really symbol of love. And they are, because swans don't really live without each other. When one swan dies, another swan flies high up and then just commits suicide. And there is a very famous Russian song about, and it makes me cry every time. And if you want me to go over it, but I promise you will cry. If you think it's a good idea and you would like that song, please leave me a comment. I would love it. I like sharing great songs with you. So he says that не могут, not can, so just can't, live in, не могут жить в разлуке лебеди. Swans. Подожди, не спеши. Those are both very nice verbs to know. Подожди, or if you want to be polite, подождите, пожалуйста. Подождите, пожалуйста. Wait. Don't rush. So both of those verbs are command verbs as well. Don't say that feelings. Literally, позади means behind. But in this context, it more means like in the past. Don't say that our feelings in the past. Нет, no. Назад, back, way. There is no way back. And говори is a command verb too. We learned something about character B. So she says that feelings are behind. There is no way back. I'm leaving. That's how we know that she is leaving right now. You know, like when you come to the point there's like, I'm totally done with those relationships. I'm leaving. Maybe because of the song and like music and lyrics and all of that combined, it doesn't look like it was spontaneous, just like, out of nowhere decision. It feels like whatever he's done, he probably did before. which made her want to leave. He one more time elaborates on the swans. We already translated those two lines. So pain will be the main word here because they're just not in the right order because it's a poetry. So this one will be in genitive case. Pain of separation. Ooh, sorry, I don't think it will fit. Okay, it fits, kind of. Stronger. I mean, that's what it means literally. The pain is stronger. In Russian, pain is strong. Сильная боль. Любовь, love. My. So this is a perfective verb, and that is a command verb as well. Like to warm. He asks her to warm his love. Love of tired swans. Because all of that in genitive case. Russian doesn't have equivalent of. If you want to say something of something, you need to put it in genitive case. Question is, what are those two lovers are tired of? Like, what are you getting tired of in relationships in general? Usually it's just some sort of misunderstanding, just being disconnected. Sometimes it's like those big mistakes that make you to leave. So he's saying that they're tired several times, and it kind of gives me a feeling that they're just tired because of those difficulties in their relationships, that it's not easy. And the question, like, it's not easy, but it's still worth it, it's worth fighting for, or it's just toxic and it's better to let go. Дни без души. Oh, I like the word без, look at that. It's like the first time we see it. Genitive case. Без души. Без любви. Без тебя. My days. Мои дни. Without soul. He's depressed. Like without soul means that you don't have a desire to do creative things, something like exciting. You're just kind of getting by without like really living your life. I miss. He doesn't say I miss you. He just says I miss. We kind of imply that he's saying I miss you. But that's not how you say. If you want to say that I miss you, you would say я скучаю по тебе. So you just put по тебе after that. If you just say я скучаю, it means I'm bored. But in this context, we know it's just like one of those abrupt sentences. Все means everything. Очень, very. Сложно, complicated. So my days without soul. I miss you, everything is complicated. We still, еще means still. Close, don't be silent, basically. And it is a command verb too. Не молчи. Call me. Not call me by the phone, kind of like call my name. Because call me in terms of like using the phone, it will be позвони. I'll write it right here for you, okay? Позвони. Позвони. When O isn't stressed, you say а. Позвони. Without love. To me, painful. So without your love, it hurts. I'm experiencing pain. Я прошу, уступи. So he's asking her to give in. Well, basically he's asking right here that she has like her position, that she's not going back. That's what she decided. She left, as we know, like she left. To give in and come back. That's what he's asking her to do. My feelings. Уступи will be another example of command verb. Мои чувства не моя проза. My feelings are silent prose. Иногда, sometimes, in dreams, like when you sleep and you see a dream, that kind of dreams, come. So this is in the future, so come in the future in my dreams. And приходи will be a command verb too. And забери, I'll just list all of them, okay? Ищи, all of them. So забери, take back, don't search another. Забери, не ищи другого. He means don't search another for another lover. So he's very depressed, we know that. So he misses her, which means she left. So we know that. Everything is complicated. Well, probably, of course, he just goes through experience of separation and it hurts. He probably feels a lot of regret in this song as well, because he feels like we're still close, we're like a couple of swans, and like he really regrets that he made her leave. And he says like, say something, which means she is not calling, she is not talking to him, like she's still angry, she still needs to go through all the wounds and heal, and then decide, is it worth it to go back to those relationships, because it might be the same and now I'll be hurt again. So she needs the space to think. We can understand character B. So what do you think, guys? Is it toxic or not? Relationships are complicated. We don't know exactly what happened. I want to teach you how to sing the song "Любовь похожая на сон", and you can click this link to go to that video. If that video is not there yet, it will be. Just come back and click. And I'll see you soon.